Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 77. We're just clocking up the days like anything. We are so far ahead of the nearest region in terms of number of days. This is by far the longest region we've done. And we've still got, I reckon we've still got a week. But I guess we'll see. Today, our plan is to finish off the Before the First Snow contract, I think it's called, where we're going to be delivering stuff to the forest base. And then we're probably going to do a couple of shuttle runs up the main road to take stuff from our current stockpile, which is at the intersection to the Sawmill. We're going to take our stuff all up to the logistics centre in Selten River Mountains because pretty much everything's needed there. So hopefully we'll get one contract done and get a bit of shuttle runs logistics done. So let's get stuck in. That way we'll get it all done sooner rather than later. So we left ourselves at just after the river crossing in Selten River National Park. We're heading back to the intersection to the Sawmill where we've left all of our stuff. And we need to pick up 1 wooden plank and 4 cement. Take that up to the Forest Service base. And that will then see us finish for the first snow contract. Although we still need to deliver some packaged sand, we've already put it there. At least that's something. So then we'll be just running back and forth a few times. Heading from the stockpile into Selten River Mountains. And that's just going to be what it's going to be. Can't do much about that. Now I am a little worried about fuel overall. I think we're going to run short on fuel. Not here in mountains as much, but not here in National Park, but I'm more worried about mountains. So we'll just have to cross our fingers and maybe do a fuel run. I'm just going to cruise around in high because I'm now trying to save for fuel. When we're in high, I think we're a bit more fuel efficient. I reckon I might have to take the Mercer back into Solace Bay and get some fuel. We'll sort of play that by ear. So we'll get here, pick up our cement and our wooden plank. Just pull up down this end where everything is. Alright, so that should be fine. So now we should be able to get our stuff. Okay, so let's get the... I guess it doesn't even matter what we get, what sequence we get it in, because we're going to want to put them all on. We're going to 4 cement and wooden plank. Just plonk them on. That'll leave us with a couple of cement, I think, to take into the mountains. Right, we'll have one of these left also to take into the mountains. There's one already there. Quite in the right spot. Up there. Should be with your friend. So I still got to pick up all that stuff and take it into Selten River Mountains. It's 3 of those 4 wooden medium planks. So quite a few trips to do. Just about run that trailer empty. Off we go. Now we're going to head back to the Forest Service base now and drop these things off. So it's a good thing we're going to finish this before the snow contract, because once we've done that, I think we're just going to be logisticking. Okay, we're making progress. Now I think we've only got a couple of things that we have to do here in Selten River National Park now. We've got to deliver the fuel trailer to the garage, and we've got to do a run around where we're picking up water buoys. I'm going to leave that till quite late. I don't think I'm going to use a semi-trailer to do that. I think I might pick up the truck and just have it as a sideboard bed, 2-slot, and do that as a final activity. we get up to the Forest Service base, we'll take a photo to prove that we did it. And, return back to our stockpile and pick up more stuff. Down to the bridge. And we go to the Forest Service base. Let's take a photo when we get here. Right. Okay, drop off our wooden plank and then our pour cement. Just need to grab our sand and we weren't sure where to put it. Deliver that and everything will be good. Two, 3, and 4. And 4. Hooray! There we go. We thank you for being so reliable. Yay for us. Alright. So that gets our go through there. Now for the snow contract done. So yes, we do have preserving natural beauty to do. And it is one that we put on our list. I think now we're just going to spend the next, well, the rest of the day, I imagine, running our cargo from our current stockpile over and into Selten River Mountains. A whole bunch of contracts in Selten River Mountains now that need cargo. And we'll, yeah, probably going to have to do 3 trips. Got quite a bit to do, to take. I think we'll be able to do it in 2. The way, isn't it? Try and do it the clever way. It doesn't work. So back to the stockpile we go. And have a quick look at what we've got to take. But I think we've got like 3 medium planks and 1 metal beam. So each of those are 2 slots long, so that's 8 slots in its own right. And we've got 2 solar panels, 2 packaged sand, 1 wooden plank, some cement, 2 cement I think, plus we've got to pick up a couple of bricks. It just makes it a big stretch to take it in 2 trips. We've got to head into the railway station and get a couple of bricks as well at some stage. Away. If we can get all of this stuff into Selten River Mountains, and we can start to work on the next contracts, or ask some things tomorrow. Let's have a look at what we've got here. How much we can overload. Definitely need to... Yeah, I think we can do this in 3 trips. Just because I don't want to put like 10 slots of cargo on. I don't mind doing 6. We can overload just by a slot. Yeah. Depending on what we're doing, maybe 7. Don't like doing more than that, really. I don't know that we need 3 package sand. I think we only need 2. Be able to save a little bit on that. We might overload. What the heck? Naughty. I'm 99% sure we only need 2 packages now. We check? Let's check. So we need 2 medium planks for this one. Don't need anything for that one. We need 4 fuel, and we've already done that. We need a medium plank, so that now makes 3 medium planks. Solar panel, 2 bricks and 2 cement. 2 package sand, metal beam, 2 wooden planks, another solar panel. Yep, so it's 2 package sand. Sand. Do that, are we? We are going to be a bit naughty and overload quite a bit, because I'm going to stop off and pick up 2 bricks as well. And that'll just leave us with the metal beams and wooden planks to go. Do that in one trip. only reason that I'm going to prep a stack so much is because it's such an easy run. We've pretty much just taken the main road. There's no real off-roading or anything. It's pretty much straightforward. This way we'll be able to save one trip. We'll be able to take 3 wooden planks and 1 metal beam with us on one trip. So at least that'll speed up the process a bit. And 2 rigs. Last bricks. So yeah, well overloaded. Hopefully we won't be severely impacted by that. Try and get it roughly in the centre. Yeah, right. Okay, so hopefully we won't drop any of those off. We shouldn't. The only point that we might is when we go through the little detour. So we'll just have to be careful going through there. As long as we stick it in high gear and just cruise along, not going too quick. Shouldn't put too much sideways pressure on. Things should stay pretty much where they are. Take these all the way up to the logistics centre, load them there. And we're going to get the flatbed semi-trailer left there earlier. Bring that back, which will make bringing the 3 medium planks and the beam back a little bit easier. Don't try anything sneaky this time, we're just going to go through. Just watching that back brick's a little bit more off-centered than I placed it. Okay. So now the next challenge will be getting through the little detour, little shortcut. We'll have to leave the road because the bridge is out. Put the lights on, eh? But here we go, the tricky bit. This is where the bricks will fall off if they're going to fall off anywhere. Bricks did not fall off. Here and now we're back on black stuff. Still got quite a lot of work to do yet. I think we've got about 4 or 5 contracts plus 4 or 5 tasks. We haven't even found them in Selten River Mountains yet. They're all hiding. So only pop up after we've finished all of the contracts. Some of them pop up earlier, but I think one of them in particular only comes after the end of every contract. So that'll be one of the last things we're doing. Plus, then we've still got that vibing one where we've got to use the seismic vibrator Plus the one I mentioned before about the data boys. And yeah, there's a lot to do. That's where we left the 4 fuel earlier. Take these a little bit further out. Take these all the way around to the centre. There now. Load these. Get the bed semi-trailer. Get back. Think we've still got all 4? Oh no, I can't see now. Oh, let's put more here in this sort of parking area. Good bricks. Just give me the one I want. I guess that's the problem when you've got so many on. It doesn't know. There's so many things to pick. Alright, let's have 2 bricks off. Solar panels. Sand. One of 2 wooden planks, the other one being here already. And 2 cement. We can put that. just. There we go, so very neatly lined up. Oh, hopefully it'll be useful later on. Facing this way. Facing the other one. Here's the colour we left earlier. Not going to refuel here because I'm trying to save fuel in this region. We'll head back. So we're going to head back and get our 3 wooden planks and 1 metal beam. Here we go. And back around the main road again to get to our wooden planks and metal beam. We'll might then do a little bit of fuel fiddling, because it may well be time that we can take the fuel trailer back to the garage as well. So let's just see how we go when we get there. Just a few minutes to get around. This is the pity about this map, is that you get this effect of you drive a long way with an empty truck, because pretty much all of the cargo is in Solace Bay. Once you've done Solace Bay, then you're pretty much driving across the maps to Selten River Mountains, take the cargo, then coming back, an empty truck. There's nothing, pretty much nothing comes back the other way, other than logs, which you can't really do when you're doing cargo. Kinda doesn't flow well. Is what it is. What would we rather be doing? Happily making good progress around the main road. chewing into the contracts as we go. Let's head around here, under the other bridge, across the water crossing. Past the railway station. Get to the sawmill. Or turn off to the sawmill. And yes, I'm going to do a little bit of fuel fiddling. We may even take the fuel trailer to the garage just to finish that task off. We won't need a whole lot more fuel here in River National Park either now. Plus we're going to need fuel as in Selten River Mountains. Don't probably have quite enough. Across the little river crossing. We'll flood a bit. Just starting to get a bit lighter now. We've got a little while yet. Almost back. Almost. Turn around. Load up. Do a bit of fuel fiddling. put the beams on the very back. We'll put the 3 planks stacked. Nice. Of course, it touches on the other one to make it spin. You don't want it to. There we go. That's lovely. From the fuel carrier into the Mercer's fuel tank. On the White Western Star into the Mercer's fuel tank. The Mercer's fuel tank into the White Western Star. Right, so that gives in 75. And then another 300. Gives in 375, which is as close as we can do to what we want. Okay, 186, that's all you get. All right. $186 is going to have to do us get to the garage. So now we're going to do this task. Deliver this to the garage. And come back. In the meantime, we'll take the Mercer up and give him, totally refill him. At the fuel station. Now, is that going to be enough? I don't know. Probably not. We'll do what we can. It's getting light. Hopefully, we'll be able to get all the way to the garage before it gets to 8 o'clock. I don't think we'll get back though. Doing pretty well. Certainly not yet 8 o'clock. I reckon we'll have enough time to get to the garage. If we can do that, then obviously we'll have finished a few things today. Before the snow is the main thing we want to do. We might also get to finish this one. Won't take as long to get around the garage now. Good. That'll be another task done. That's interesting. Wrong spot. Wrong spot. It's the task, not the delivery spot. Over here. Yay! Well, there we go. Well, that gets that one done. We've done all the tasks here in Selten River National Park. Very good. Let's just come back out here and pretty much park up, I think, because I think we've got ourselves to 8 o'clock. Let's check the time. 7:30. Oh, okay, well, fine. Got a couple of more minutes. Just make our way back a bit. Up at the railway station, I think. I've done very well today. We managed to move all of our... complete the before the snow contract. We've moved half of our cargo into Selten River Mountains. The other half to go, but that won't take too long tomorrow. And the only other thing we've got to do that probably wasn't planned is I'm going to have to run the Mercer back to the fuel station and fuel it right up, and then come back and top up the Western Star. Alright, that's definitely 8 o'clock by now, so we will pull up there. Say that's a good day. 8:08. Okie doke, so that's it for today. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We managed to achieve a little bit. Got a bit done. So that was always good. So hopefully tomorrow we are to move the rest of the cargo into Selten River Mountains, and then we'll be able to focus on the tasks and contracts there. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. Otherwise, I'll see you again tomorrow. That's it for now. Bye-bye.